Capricorn. How are you? It's your force fair here. Nice to see you again. Let's take a look at what my cast of Capricorns are up to for this week. Capricorn, when I pick up your cards, I am feeling a real sense of accomplishment, a sense of a job well done. Whether that be you, your team, those that work around you. Let's see what we got. This is just a little, a 3-card background, a little spirit side story. You are balancing, Capricorn. And I see in the background here, it could be you really keeping to yourself your emotional up and downs. These pentacles, they could be 2 different elements in your life. Work and home, children and spouse, friends and family. And this has really got you rocked. Your emotions rock, but you're keeping it. I'm going to say you're keeping the mask on. Now, you are looking, this is taking action. You've chosen that wand, you've made your plans, and these are all ships that you have sent out. This is the Merchant card in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. And this businessman, merchant, has sent out all of his value, his valuables, his ideas. For some of you, ideas, your new app, your software, your product, whatever that means to you, you've sent it out. You've taken action, and now it's just what's going to come back, right? And you're defending these actions, defending the decisions, defending those naysayers, those people that maybe would have supported you, that did support you, and you're juggling. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Page of Cups, forgiveness, and taking action with that Knight of Swords. That Knight of Swords is also a knight of integrity. A fast-acting knight that sometimes will think and act before really grounding that energy. And sometimes you need to do that, Capricorn, so that you don't second guess yourself, so that you don't talk yourself out of it, and that you just leap into action with integrity, knowing your values. Again, Pentacles are values. Knowing that your product, that what you're putting out there, is going to come back tenfold. That is a beautiful energy. That's where I think that sense of accomplishment comes into play. When I first picked up your cards, I really felt good about what it is that you are doing, Capricorn. So let's take a look at my cast of Capricorns. Again, I'm going to take this. 3 cards out. Communication. What are you communicating, Capricorn? Interesting. The 5 of Swords. The 5 of Swords, as you can see here, there's a victor. Is it a hollow victory? What are these communications? What is this? We'll find out with some clarifiers, but there's 2 that are walking away. One that is upright, so walking away with dignity and grace, and the other one that really feels defeated. And are you, Capricorn, the one that have said to these naysayers, because as we saw in the spirit side story, there's naysayers with the 7 of Wands. And are you feeling very confident about the decisions you've made, the actions you've taken? This is the crossing energy, that what helps or hinders you. There's a lot that is not seen with the moon. Your higher self is saying, Capricorn, you have no idea what's coming. Interesting. So what's this focus and foundation? And before I get down to here, I'm curious, because we saw in the 2 of Pentacles a lot of emotion. This is Cancer energy. So this is your partner or opposition in astrology. Again, the cardinal of the water element, the cardinal sign is Cancer, the leader. Like you, Capricorn, but of Earth. Again, both feminine elements. So are you in your emotions and keeping it away from those that can use it against you? Oh, interesting. And your higher self, this is the High Priestess, is in your focus and foundation. So you could really be focusing in on listening to your intuition, following your intuition, acting upon your intuition. And these two cards are very connected, because in order to open up those communication lines with either other dimensions, other entities, spirits, angels, guides, you have to open up your heart and go deep within that emotional realm. Not trying to balance it. Oh, are you trying to balance your head and your heart? We'll see, especially if the King of Cups comes up. Now in the past, there it is. There's that Two of Pentacles coming back up. And in the near future, the Queen of Wands. Now she, out of all the four queens, is the most connected. She has the wand to her subconscious, to other realms, to guides, angels, entities. Positive or negative, it doesn't matter. That queen knows. And she has confidence in these messages that she... And again, with all you clairs, right? If you hear them, you're clairaudient. I'm definitely a clairaudient. I'm working on clairvoyance, which is the ability to see. I see in my dreams, but not visions. My boy number one calls them visions. He makes a differentiation between dreams and visions, which I think is very interesting. So I'm learning a lot off him about visions, because I'm a clairaudient. I listen, I hear voices, messages, without seeing. So your Queen of Wands, your inner knowledge of who you're discovering, these I'm going to say abilities, talents, these magical powers, Capricorn, that you are developing, maybe under the light of the moon, very secret. Because look at this. The moon, the Queen of Wands, and the High Priestess, all sort of surrounding this Eight of Wands. Interesting. Now, how you see yourself is taking a rest. There's this Four of Swords. Also, giving your mind a rest. Giving your mind a rest. This could, when I see the hands up like this, I think of praying. And there's your truth, your clarity, this Ace of Swords, underneath the Three of Swords. Are you healing heartache, Capricorn? For some of you. There's the Queen of Cups. So we have the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands. This is very intuitive. Along with the High Priestess and the Moon, Capricorn, you are stepping into a different realm, which I'd love to see. Hope and or fear is you're manifesting it with that Magician. Now, Magician also brings down that which he knows into this 3D world, making it a reality. And the Five of Cups is the potential outcome. Now, this is very interesting because we have the Five of Swords that crosses. So what I'm seeing here is that your mind, your Five of Swords, that chatter, that doubt, that negative self-talk is the Five of Swords, could really disappoint you on an emotional level, which is what we see in the background here. And yet you have two cups that you're not paying attention to. Capricorn, be aware. Don't cry over spilt milk. You don't like milk anyways. That's what I see. Bottom of the deck. Interesting. the World, but in reverse. I'm going to leave it. The World is in reverse underneath the deck. And that is not, your focus and foundation is to end this cycle, to be able to begin anew. And yet the World comes up in reverse. That means, Capricorn, that for some reason, and we'll find out with some clarifiers, we'll go deeper on this, you're not letting something go. You're not trusting in the divine. And for some of you, you're not trusting in yourself. You question synchronicities. You question your abilities. You think it's just a coincidence, when nothing's really a coincidence, Capricorn. Things happen for a reason. So, bottom of the deck, Justice. Justice. I gotta shuffle that in. That's interesting that I even looked at the bottom of the deck, because I usually don't. I save it to the end. So, I'm just going to shuffle this a little bit more. Now, let's go to the Eight of Wands, Capricorn. Is this communication? Because when I see it coming from above, Wands are spirit. Wands are power. With knowledge comes power, isn't it? So what is being communicated to you, or for some of you, what are you communicating? Let's find out with these clarifiers. So clarify the Eight of Wands for my cast of Capricorns. Right there. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles doesn't get the recognition. He has a reputation of being slow, a slow-moving energy. However, the reason for this is because he needs to go deeper in on a subject before making a decision, because his decision is final. He takes one foot and puts it in front of the other, one step in front of the other. Whereas the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords is very fast-acting energy. Sometimes they take action before they really put a lot of thought into it. And the Knight of Pentacles is a very deep, deep energy. It's interesting that these communication, are you waiting for communication, Capricorn? Are you going to communicate? But as you see yourself as the Four of Swords, are you taking your time to really think about what it is you want to say without getting into that Five of Swords energy, which is really a card of winners and losers? Are you going to walk away with dignity and grace from whatever this communication is? Or are you going to put a lot of thought into the communication to come out on top? The Empress. You're waiting. This Knight is moving one step closer, and especially with the Moon, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups. This Empress energy is divine femininity. You are taking the steps to communicate in a loving, very assertive, not aggressive, assertive, in a deeply profound way with both the Moon and the High Priestess. Now let's take a look at the Moon, the Tower. For some of you, there was something that was kept from you that caused a Tower moment. And with this King of Swords, detached you from your emotions so that you could get through the Tower, so that you could start rebuilding. Let's see what your High Priestess says. Yeah, I'm going to put the Knight underneath the Knight. And as I mentioned, this is a slow-moving Knight with communication. This is a fast acting knight that knows deeply with this high priestess about how to tap back into this Empress, Queen of Cups, power. I'm going to say power. Now, let's go to the Queen of Cups. This is how other people see you, Capricorn. This is how your focus and foundation is really getting back in touch with the moon, with your deep emotions, with your Cancer element. Where's Cancer in your chart? What is in that 4th house? The Queen of Swords. A lot of people have seen you detach from your emotions, as I stated up here with the King of Swords, clarifying the moon. The Queen of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Cups is clarified by the Queen of Swords. And the 7 of Swords. Other people see you really detaching from your emotions, as well as not really admitting it. Maybe saying, no, that doesn't bother me. Whatever this tower was for you, Capricorn, no, that doesn't bother me. These are lies that people see you telling yourself. It does bother you. Whatever that tower was. It sent you into this King of Swords energy of detachment, detaching from your emotions, getting into logic. It was interesting that I saw at the bottom of the deck the Justice card. That's Libra energy. Did you go into diplomatic ways, diplomacy? Did you get into that King of Swords element of bringing peace to a tower moment? I just want peace, says Capricorn. I just want everything to work out and be calm. Do you see these emotional waters in behind here? I noticed that right from the beginning, that you're most likely hiding not only the depth of your emotions, Capricorn, but how this tower has rocked you, rocked your emotions to the core, maybe sparked your soul into action. We'll see. 2 of Pentacles. 2 of Pentacles. This is the Ace of Wands. And this has sparked, whatever this is, this emotional turmoil I'm hearing. Interesting. The 5 of Swords, which is the energy that crosses your communication. It crosses maybe messages that are coming from the Divine Feminine, from the Divine Mother, from maybe Mother Mary herself. The Queen of Cups. Let's take a look at this Queen of Wands, because this is very Piscean. The Queen of Cups and the High Priestess is very Piscean. And we've got the Queen of Wands here. Again, that bridge between maybe spirit, angels, your higher self, and you. The 10 of Cups. When you tap into your Divine Feminine, the 10 of Cups will come to you, Capricorn. But then you stop it. You stop it with your thoughts, with this 8 of Swords. This 8 of Swords is a mind trap. It is. It's when you tell yourself that can't be, that can't happen, that's not right. You second guess everything. You second guess synchronicities that the Divine Feminine, the Divine Mother is showing you. Maybe you're not even seeing that you are living the 10 of Cups right now, but you feel detached. You feel as if you're in the 4 of Swords. The Star is clarifying. This is very interesting, because the 4 of Swords for me is a meditative card. I mentioned praying. I have stained glass in the background here. So it's very much praying to Source. There's the light. God, if you'd like to call him God. And the 7 of Wands. Now, Seven of Wands is really defending that which you are doing. And for some of you, that's nothing. If I don't know what to do, I do nothing. I don't make any moves. I don't have any conversations. I really have to be by myself, get alone, meditate, if you will, to figure out what is ego and what is intuition. And to know the difference between those two voices. So what are you manifesting, Capricorn? This is a hope and or fear. Are you fearful that with these, the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Swords twice, that you're manifesting a disappointment, a Five of Cups? You're moving forward. You're moving forward with that Chariot. Again, very Cancer. We've got Cancer with the Moon, Cancer with the Chariot. And waking up. Oh, Capricorn, you're waking up to the lies that you've been telling yourself. You're waking up to those little negative thoughts. You're waking up to how you treat yourself, how you speak to yourself internally, how you keep everything balanced, everything, all the balls in the air, all the jugglery, keeping everyone else, all the projects, the family, the scheduling, the kids, the parents, everyone happy except for you, and taking care of your emotional self. For some of you, maybe even your emotional and mental health. Now, Five of Cups is disappointment. Are you disappointed when it's right above this Eight of Swords? Are you disappointed in the self-sabotage, in that mental prison that you've put yourself in? There's the Justice card. There it is. Finding balance right beside, or in conjunction with, the King of Swords. As well, the Queen of Swords. And the last card out was the first card out. So for some of you, Capricorn, you need to communicate. You need to communicate to balance out your head and your heart. So you need to communicate, and it's on this side of the Two of Cups. So, communicating in a loving, profoundly loving way to really turn this world upside down. Right side up, I guess, because it is upside down. And what clarifies that, oh my goodness, is the High Priestess. The High Priestess. So we go back to your focus and foundation. And your focus and foundation is, in fact, taking action. When you feel that you've got your emotional stability in check, it takes time with the Knight of Pentacles to be able to communicate in a loving way, in an Empress way, in a divinely feminine way. Not petty, not accusatory. So not in a Five of Swords way. But to take up that wand as the Queen of Wands has. To quiet down the mind with meditation, which will heal the Seven of Wands is a defensive card, but also to heal that which you might not have believed in, because the Seven of Swords kept telling you, Capricorn, you can't. Capricorn, you shouldn't. Capricorn, why are you? And it's almost like you're defending your emotional well-being against your own mind. We have the King and the Queen of Swords. This is logic. But with an open heart, it becomes wisdom. It's what my grandmother used to say. That when you heal hurt, it becomes wisdom. So balancing out that head and that heart. Knowing that whoever's harmed you, Capricorn, you don't have to worry about it. Walk away with dignity and grace. Let them think that they've won. Sure, go ahead, because you know different. Your High Priestess, out of 2 decks, has come up. Your higher self is saying, Capricorn, you've gone through tower, maybe several, tower after tower, and every time you've detached. So we're going to give you more towers until you go through it with the Queen of Cups, which has come out twice, with the Empress. And you've learned. You do not get off. You do not complete this world. Card is about completion. You cannot complete, which is why, and I can read reversals. I just typically, at this point, I don't. I might in the future, but I can read them. And when a card in my deck comes up reversed, I kind of got to take it because that means something. Because I go through the decks before I start recording, and I didn't pick that up, right? For a reason, to tell you Capricorns that in order to complete this cycle in this lifetime, you have to tap into that Empress. Maybe even communicate to yourself in a different way, in a loving way, in a receptive feminine way, not this masculine. King of Swords. So, what do I see here, Capricorn? I see 88. I got a double. Oh, and 77. Let's do the doubles first. Let's do 88. There's a portal opening up for you to step into a more spiritually centered life. Are you going to step through that portal, Capricorn? 77. Prepare for the best. Good news is coming, and positive changes are unfolding. You do have the Eight of Wands twice, so there could be positive communications, and positive changes are unfolding for you, Capricorn. I see just 5. We've got 2 5s on the table, so let's just go to 5 and see what that's about. Abundance is a state of mind, Capricorn. When you feel rich spiritually, your physical life will reflect it. And I find it interesting that for a Capricorn read, there's a lot of cups on my table, a lot of wands. And the only pentacles I see is the 2, which is Capricorn energy, and the Knight, which is Virgo, and the slow moving Knight, but the depth of that Knight, and the depth when we talk about the Moon, when we talk about the High Priestess twice, when we talk about the Queen of Cups, and the 10 of Cups. When you get your confidence and step through that portal and surrender to the divine with the star, your 10 of Cups is in the future, Capricorn. I see 108 flanking this Queen of Wands. Let's take a look at 108. 108, you are on a journey that is leading you inward. You have all the answers you are seeking, Capricorn. Last one I see is 510. Let's do 510. And any numbers that are on my table, Capricorn, that you see that I do not read aloud, those are personal messages for you. Get your book and take a look. If you do not have an Angel Numbers book, go to the description box below, click on the link, and pick one up for any future or previous reads. 510. Last one. Your hard work and dedication to growth are being recognized. Know you are always connected to the divine, and that experience of it is always personal. And that's what I see for you, Capricorn, and I'm sure I'll see you again. Take care from your Forest Fairy. Bye for now.